Hi everyone, thank you so much for tuning in on the podcast. Honestly, before we get right into this episode, I just want to remind you all that you can find this podcast on Apple Pods, Spotify, and Castbox as well. If you have any suggestions as to where else we can put this podcast, please reach out to me on my Twitter or Instagram. And if you would like to be a guest on the Honestly podcast, kindly fill in the form in the show notes. And here's what we have for you coming up on this episode.
I learned how to braid it because I was so embarrassed because I had done a terrible job with my scissors. You know, some places were long, some places were short. Yes, with scissors in the mirror of our res with my cousin, and so then I put in kinky. It looked terrible, but it was the start. Yeah. And then I started mixing oils because I couldn't even afford to go and get oils at the time, and so I mixed oils. Thank God they didn't burn me. And that's how it started, really, in the room of my rose because of no money.
Hi, my name is Monjoy, and welcome to Honestly, a podcast about the unfiltered human experience. Each episode features stories from everyday people, capturing the gut-wrenching, hilarious, completely unhinged, and everything in between. On this podcast, we share the moments that have shaped us and changed how we see the world, or have just made us laugh. So join us as we listen to honest stories from honest strangers. Hi everyone, welcome to episode 1 of Honestly. My name is Pamela, Wanja Pamela, your host, and today we are sharing a story from the founder of Sajoki Beauty.
Hi.
I'll allow her to introduce herself, her name, what she does, what she's all about, and then we'll get into her story.
Thank you for having me, Pamela. My name is Sani Johnny Tachintu, and I am the founder of Sajoki. On top of that, well, first of all, if you've never heard of Sajoki, Sajoki is a hair care and body care brand here to help women feel seen, feel safe, feel beautiful. We're trying to help you, grow longer, healthier hair, have beautiful, glowing skin. Yeah, that's what we're all about. And so Sajoki is my side. I call it my side main hustle. Because I still have a 9 to 5. I work in the education space, so I'm the head of operations and compliance. I also work for an NGO called Yambi Community Outreach, where we help girls and women with menstrual solutions. And I also have another business called Serenity Station, which is a Christian gift shop. And yeah, that's really it about me.
Girl, okay, that's a lot. We're very excited to delve into the genesis of Sajoki Beauty and basically the entrepreneurial journey that you have gone through. I believe this kind of conversation is very necessary because so many of us are in that hustle culture, starting something of our own, but most of us don't really know how to navigate the do's and don'ts, the how to start, how to. So I guess the first question I want to ask you is when it comes to entrepreneurship, what has your journey been like? Is this something you've always wanted to do, or did you study it?
Honestly, I didn't study it. I studied law and international relations, so nothing to do with business. Absolutely nothing to do with business. I've always had a business mind. I've always loved money. I've always I know a lot of people say, oh, I got into business for this. And no, really, I really like money, and I like to treat the people around me to nice things, and I just want to ensure that everyone's comfortable. I think a big thing for me personally, just my personality, is money brings a lot of safety, and not safety in the sense of luxuries or anything. I do enjoy my luxuries, but just for things like medical, like insurance, these are things that money affords you. There's a certain level of peace that it gives you. So that's why entrepreneurship has always been in my mind. Also, I never saw my parents work for anyone. They've always worked for themselves. So it was a big thing of, I want to follow in their footsteps. Also, growing up with parents who continuously told me you can do anything you set your mind to. My dad was always telling me, the Caesar las bana basiros. That means I don't give birth to dumb children. Just an encouragement always. So I was just you know what, let's try it out. That's really the genesis of where my entrepreneurship started, and my parents were always in various businesses, from the fuel industry, the education industry, the finance industry, the cooking industry. It was a bit of everything. So I think that really, also growing up with my grandparents, they were also entrepreneurs, seeing them. My grandma was in cooking, my grandpa was in radio. So really,
Wow.
there was no way for me to bypass it. And then I started Sajoki in what, 2021? 2020, I'm asking you as if you. But yeah, I started Sajoki in 2021, and this was during COVID. I had actually lost my job.
Oh no! What
job
did you?
So because we're in education, schools were closed.
Yes.
Yeah, national schools were closed, and at first it was, we thought it was going to be closed for like 3 months, but then it was like a year, and now it's a year and a half. And so I thought, babe, you don't have money, you don't have savings, you need to do something. And yeah, and also when I was in uni, doing my hair was too expensive where I went. So I was in South Africa, and doing my hair was too expensive on my student budget. And I did a big chop and I cut off all my hair. Craziest decision. Didn't know anything about natural hair.
So before, your hair was not natural?
No, it was relaxed.
Okay.
My hair was relaxed from the age of 9, 10 maybe. I have the toughest kaweke on this. Okay, my kaweke is unmatched. So yeah, I was always on the creamy crack from a young age. And I just thought, that's the way to manage hair, because my hair is like, I thought my hair was too hard, so to speak. My hair is hard, but it's manageable.
Yeah, true.
So after cutting my hair, I learned how to braid it, because I was so embarrassed, because I had done a terrible job with my scissors. Some places were long, some places were short. Yes, with scissors in the mirror of our like res with my cousin. And so yeah, then I put in kinky. It looked terrible, but it was the start.
Yeah.
And then I started mixing oils, because I couldn't even afford to go and get oils at that time, and so I mixed oils. Thank God they didn't burn me. And that's how it started, really, in the room of my res, because of no money.
Mixing oils and whatnot.
Mixing oils.
You cut your hair after you lost your job?
No, that was before.
Okay,
yeah, I cut it before.
So this is the genesis.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
The actual genesis was, looking back, it was from when I cut my hair to say, I'm going to go natural, because I didn't have the money to buy the products.
Yeah.
And so then I just stayed natural throughout, and I cut my hair in 2017. 2017, I cut my hair. And then I came back to Uganda, periodically, every maybe like in summer. And actually, I only came back once a year, which means I was on that student budget from 2017 until 2019. And even then, hair products were a luxury. So I was just doing my own thing, mixing my own oils, and it was working.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't really know what I was doing, but it was working at the time. And every time I'd open my hair, my friends would compliment me and say, "Wow, your hair looks so nice." Da, da, da. At the time, I was embarrassed, because I just thought, you've grown up with this mentality, like, your kaweke is too hard, your kaweke texture is not nice, like, hide it away, blow dry it, relax it, full stop. And so it was out for like maximum 2 days, and then I'll put it back in braids. Mind you, I'm braiding my own hair also, because I cannot afford to go to the salon to braid my hair.
Times are tough.
Okay. But God bless my parents for the schools they took me to, and the exposure that they gave me, because I would not have been able to start the business.
True.
Anyway, so fast forward. Now I come back. I have a job in education, doing operations and compliance. Obviously now I have some money, and I'm buying products. I'm trying different things, but I'm also seeing that like nothing is really working for me the way the things that I'm making for myself are working. And so then in COVID, I got really serious about, formulating things. And then my aunt said, she wants to buy it. And I was like, what do you want to buy from Lola?
What are you talking about, girl?
Thank you. And so I said, okay, no problem. And then from my aunt, it was, my cousin. And then it just grew from there naturally. And finally I said, you know what? Times are tough. Still didn't have money at this point. Now, it's COVID. No savings anymore. And I decided to start writing online. There there was like Upwork at the time and freelancer.com and Fiverr. And I said, you know what, I know how to write. I'm going to get on there, use my capital, use my labor as my capital and, write. And I was writing 1,000 words for like $5.
Damn, God.
For context, that's like 20K. 1,000 words.
That's
20K.
Yeah.
That was very tough. You'll see people on social media and you think, But anyways,
they've been through the most to get there.
Anyways, what I saved up about 400. I remember the exact figures, 412,000. And with that money, I went and looked for suppliers. I was looking online because we couldn't move, and I found a woman who was selling bottles. I found a lady who was selling oils, and I made sure that they were like organically sourced, and a lot of them were sourced from Uganda. And I said,
that,
you know what?
supporting Ugandan.
Yeah, 100%. Because like my customers are also Ugandan, and they're supporting me, so I might as well, the change should continue.
Exactly.
And so yeah, that's how I started, and I mixed, and then social media was a huge help.
Yeah.
Because one, I didn't have social media. I'm an introvert to the core.
Are you?
I'm an introvert to the core. I'm not an extrovert at all. At all. I am I want to be in my house with a good book, reading with my candles and my Bible. That is it. People, love you, but like
stay far away.
Yeah, and so I didn't have social media. At all? At all. I didn't have any social media.
This business really got you out of a cave.
Literally. And every time my friends would want to take pictures, I hated pictures. So I was not in any of my pictures. But now you want to start a business, who's going to be the face of the business? You have no money to hire for like models or anything. To this day, still haven't done that, but God's name, really this will be the time.
I think, but anyway.
So yeah, I went on YouTube. Literally, YouTube University taught me everything that I know. And so once I knew that I had a good product, it had been working for 6+ months. I was seeing results both with like myself and then the people around me. I said, you know what? Let's monetize this. Well, obviously, I've got some money now as well. So as I said, bought the bottles, formulated, put it on Instagram. I think Instagram was the only platform I was using. And I asked my friends and family to share. I didn't have enough money, so then I said, guys, pre-order. So, well, I didn't tell people I didn't have money. I was just like,
you could
pre-order, so I can get money to
make the thing.
Exactly. And so people pre-ordered. The pre-order was crazy. I've never seen anything like it in my life. I think the first 15 days of pre-orders, I think I sold products worth like 3 million.
Wow.
This is going from someone who had 412,000 saved from writing, stories of $5. And yeah, it just snowballed from there, and it snowballed from there, and I just kept on producing and producing, and now I had the capital from the customers, and I gave the customers, I think it was 10 days, and so in those 10 days, I had to batch all the orders that I had got. And that's how we started.
Damn.
That was it. And we started with 2 products, a hair oil and a hair butter, because that was what I knew worked at that time. And that was it. The rest is history.
Okay. I think what I would like to know more is, in most cases, when you're starting something new, there is always that inferiority complex. Like, I'm doing this for the first time. What's the guarantee that it's going to work out, And actually, for most creatives in the entrepreneurial space, this can be like the hugest workload because you want things done 100% fast before you start.
True.
And I want to know if you ever faced the same problem, and if you did, how did you possibly overcome it?
100%. As someone who studied law, going into cosmetics and formulation and myself doing the marketing, doing the finance, customer service, I definitely felt like for a minute there, you're not qualified to do this, and like, who do you think you are? But it really just takes me back to my faith, which I feel like has been such a grounding factor, and just remembering like, who does God say you are? Because it's easier to hear the negative about yourself than the positive, but to reinforce that God doesn't just give out ideas. If He's given you this thing, it's upon you to steward it well. And if you don't, why are you letting him down? He literally gives you birth. So whether you feel qualified or not, babe, like, you better be a good steward.
You best put it to work.
Exactly. And yeah, that was really my reason. It's not about me, And I think too many people have faced hair challenges, especially people with like a similar hair texture. Growing up being told like your hair is too hard, you need to blow dry it. All these stereotypes around what our hair needs to look like, and I felt like if I had gone through that and I can make it better for the next girl, make your hair, not change your hair texture, but help you manage it better and appreciate it.
Yeah.
Because you can manage it and still hate it.
That's so true.
Exactly. There's a lot of things that we're managing that we hate, but like, if I can take you from managing to loving, I've done something right. So
I like that. I like that you're not selling a product but you're selling like a whole experience per se. Yeah, it's really dope to hear. Actually,
I also think as someone who wants children, I never want my daughters to come to me and feel like they don't have a solution to their problem, because they'll probably have my hair texture. God willing, hopefully. And I want them to have the tools to manage their hair, to love their hair from inception that they have hair, and to look at other girls and see hair that looks like theirs and be able to say, wow, your hair is so beautiful.
Yeah.
Then look at a girl with another texture and say, oh, I wish I had your hair. No, I want you to say, wow, her hair is so beautiful, but still love your hair as well.
Yeah. All right. First of all, I wanted to say it's very important for us to explore how to love our hair texture, because I know growing up as well, I don't even think I've ever come to love my hair.
Really?
Honestly, I just felt like it's not the kind of hair that grows beyond Afro.
See,
which sucks because I was in high school. My high school was Gayaza, so everybody had natural hair, and mine just never grew. Listen, mine. I know in Gayaza we pride ourselves on keeping the natural hair, but rarely do we learn how to take care of it. It's just something you have to figure out, and nobody has gone out to like teach people how to actually. So for me, it ended up being hate. Like I just color it, I cut it.
Felt like a burden.
Yeah. So it's exciting to hear that you who didn't even have a clue how to take care of natural hair. I look at you now with a whole Rapunzel.
No, Rapunzel. But soon. And so I think with stereotypes, it's so sad that that's what has been like permeated in our society, especially in schools. If it's not cut all your hair off, it's keep your hair but no education around the hair, and that's a big thing that I want to change. Not just, I think social media simply isn't enough.
Yeah.
Because how many people have access to social media? And I feel like, especially in communities where people don't even have access to the internet, they should still be able to have access to knowledge that allows them to manage and like love their hair.
True.
So yeah, a big thing for impact for me going forward is like doing more teaching around how can you actually love your hair.
Yeah. I think it's very important actually. While you're talking, I came to remember how in primary school, I was in Green Hill, and we were made to cut off our hair, as the Africans in school.
And why did they let like other nationalities keep their hair?
Listen, and that kind of like makes you believe that my hair is not.
It's not good enough. It's not valued. It's not worthy.
So it's sad actually.
It's so sad.
It's sad. But thank God, Green Hill is not like that anymore. Just telling you, clearing it out there. Yeah, they now embrace the culture of allowing people to grow their hair, and it's very important because aside from education being the key to success, it's really important.
I mean, it is just not like in a tertiary institution.
True. But yeah, it's important for us to love ourselves first. True. Yeah. I wanted to know how important has the community around you been regarding starting your business, and have you gone through a huge loss, and how did you maneuver that? How did you not give up,
Honestly, I think community has been everything, but I think community has looked different at different stages. So at the beginning of the business, before everyone knew that it was Sajoki, it was my friends, it was my family, like cheering me on, telling me like, you've got this. When I got a name, you send it to the friend group chat, and they're like, "This is amazing."
Yeah.
And even if they don't understand what you're doing, they're cheering you on. So that has been a huge help. I feel like my business has also turned a lot of my friends into family, because business has like so many ups and downs that you end up becoming closer, talking about the things that you're going through, and then it's like, you're my sister now. But also community in the sense of my customers. I hate calling them customers. It sounds so strange because I feel like we're friends at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I told you, the pre-orders, without my customer base, I literally would I would not have started.
Yeah.
A lot of people say, okay, I started and then, but I would not have started if people did not pre-order. So I'm so grateful for the community that I have. And also the community keeps coming back, because I have a product that gets finished. It's very easy for something to get finished and you're done. Go to the shop, buy something else. There's we have so many beauty product options, and so the fact that the community keeps on coming back, like what, 3.5 years later, I'm eternally grateful.
Wow, it's 3.5 years.
Is it 3? It's coming to 4 years. It's coming to 4 years in August.
Oh, that's nice.
But definitely, there's been so many struggles. I remember at the very beginning, capital was a struggle, but that was navigated. And then a big thing was marketing. I did not know the first thing about marketing or finances, how to price products, where to sell them, how to sell them, who to sell them to. Everything was a learning curve. And I felt like the easiest way to mitigate that was to have the biggest thing my business has taught me is to have a figure it out mentality. Nothing in your business should hinder you from, let me put it like this, everything is figure outable. That's not a word, but
No, it makes sense.
it is.
There's no better way to put it.
Yeah, everything is figure outable. You can solve literally everything, and any situation that you're in, I promise you can probably sell your way out of the problem. And yeah, so that was a big thing. And I think, start now, make it better later.
That's true.
My formulas when I had just started, I think the only formula that has stayed the same has been our hair oil. That's stellar, like bestseller ever since we started until now. But all my formulations, other than the hair oil, have gone through reiterations and changing them to be what the customers need, not what I need. And we started with the hair butter. It was so hard. Everyone who shopped from me, God bless you, because what was
Looking
that?
back now.
Looking back now, I'm just like,
What were you saying?
I mean, it was good, but it wasn't great. But now I can comfortably say that a lot of our formulas, like every single one of our formulas right now that I have on the market, is great, because I listened to the customer and reiterated the things. Our hair butter used to get grainy if it's like hot and then it's cold,
Yes.
and we're in Uganda,
I
so
remember.
obviously
Yeah.
that's going to happen. And so it didn't make it a bad product, but like, you have to think of user experience, and the user experience, like, it's not good. You don't want your product to grain, even if it's not going to change like the quality of the product.
Yeah.
Exactly. So just figuring out user experience and ensuring that things are really effective. So many hurdles, but most of the times your customers can help you get through it. But also, don't, like, seeking mentorship, in not the traditional mentorship of, oh, you're looking for someone to help
guide
you
you.
and so on and so forth. Go on YouTube. YouTube is free.
Yeah, YouTube University for the way.
YouTube University, figure it out. Like, Google. If you can't find something on Google, go to Google Scholar. I love Google Scholar because it's like, these are scholarly articles. They're backed by science. All my products are backed by science. I'm not going to put something out there that does not have an article to back the reason why this ingredient is in here, and like at the percentage that it's at, and so on and so forth. So yeah.
That's nice. You actually had to study.
Had to study. Never stop learning in business. Never stop learning. I will never stop learning.
Yeah.
And yeah, those are some of the biggest challenges. Changing formulas, learning marketing. A big learning curve for me was, because I didn't have social media before, I used to think like followers were everything. And so at the very beginning, I was like chasing for followers, and I was like, if I don't have followers, I'm not gonna make sales. And it's the complete opposite for me. Now it's like, followers are, I want to say, like 5% of your business. I promise you can make a ton of money with like 12 followers. I mean, like my 9 to 5 now has no social media whatsoever, but this is a business that can gross. I will not put the figures out there because but yeah, you can gross like hundreds of millions billions of shillings, with no social media. So I think if anyone is scared that like social media can be like a challenge for you, and I know the digital age is like, oh, grow your business on you can actually grow a business away from social media, which like I highly suggest. Grow both on socials but away from it, because we don't know what's going to happen in the digital space. Now there's AI and all this stuff, and hopefully it's to enhance social media and enhance your business sales and all that, but don't let it be a crutch for you. Yeah, like expand beyond that. Yeah.
I think just to close off, now that you have a 9 to 5 and you're also in Yambi community and you're still running Sajoki, do you have 48 hours in a day?
I do not.
Is it that you have decided to get a partner maybe? I don't know. How are you doing it?
No, I don't have a partner. It's just me, myself, and I. But I am hiring someone in July, starting July, because I realized that I can't do it all to the level that I want to do it. And I think I plan my years, I plan my quarters, I plan my days. I'm very type A. You have a plan down to the hour. But again, I work with children, so a lot of that is just a suggestion. And there's just some non-negotiables that I have. Like, I know I have to do the finances every single day. That's a non-negotiable for me. Well, obviously I have to clock into my 9 to 5, so I don't have a choice. I have to go. And then there's seasons of projects where I think structure, and I like everything that I'm doing. So I prioritize it in seasons, and because I don't believe in balance, but I do think there is purpose in the chaos. So it can be very chaotic, but there's purpose in it also. I managed to juggle it. I don't think I'm juggling it well.
You don't think? I think you
I don't think I'm juggling it well, because I see a lot of people in that space doing a lot better, like consistency wise. So that's where I'm lacking, which is why I'm now hiring someone, hopefully hiring a team to expand and grow. And also, just the unemployment rate in this country is terrible. If I have all this going on for myself, I ought to have a team. So yeah.
So what's the big dream for Sajoki? When you close your eyes, where do you see
a big dream? Oh, it's a big dream. It's a big dream. So the first one, big dream, is to have Sajoki Foundation, where we go like schools, teach children how to love their hair, but also teach women, equip women with like economic skills of how to start businesses, grow businesses, not just in like beauty, but in tech, in agriculture, and all these spaces, exactly, whichever industry you want to do. I also want Sajoki to be like the biggest beauty conglomerate in Africa.
It's happening.
Yeah, I see how L'Oreal is, and like all the things that they own, like Sephora and all these brands. There's so much that they have. Even like Estee Lauder companies. I want to be, top
that level.
Yeah, top 3 and not 3 or 2 when it comes to beauty conglomerates. And that just so we can acquire businesses under us, help businesses thrive while we're also thriving. I think people say it's lonely at the top. I'm not at the top, so I don't know
yet.
But I think there's community is everything. Let's all make billions of dollars together.
True.
Yeah, and then give back, because too much is happening in the world for us not to give back and have an impact. Don't just have a business. Yeah, it has to be profit and purpose. Two must go hand in hand. Can't just be one thing.
True.
Yeah.
I didn't ask, how did you come up with Sajoki as a name?
Oh, it is my name, so it's my government name. It's just Sajoki Tachinto.
You don't say.
Literally.
You don't say. It's just hitting me right.
Literally, it has nothing to do with anything. It's just my name.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's just my name. So like, that's why.
Thank the parents that gave you such a good name. Yeah. They knew what they were doing. They were in the bag.
They were in the bag with my name. No, I'm sure I have 8 names. Thank God those are the 3 that I decided to.
Okay. You've got a full, almost 360 about what it feels like to start a journey like yours. And it's interesting to hear that you literally were green at the start.
Zero knowledge.
Yeah. It gives me so much hope actually that you don't have to have it all figured out.
You don't.
Actually, the better for you.
Literally. Because you figure it out on the way.
True.
And then I think what I'm realizing is that the better you can become at hiring people, the bigger like your business can grow, because they're also going to come in and teach you more things.
True.
So like if you can hire the best, I hope you're gonna hire the best.
Yeah, that's very true actually. Like you don't have to always do everything yourself.
Exactly, you really do not. There is no cup for struggling.
True actually.
Yeah, there's no award for it. And if anything, you move your business further, faster, and you have more room to like have impact. So
okay, I want to say thank you for taking up your time and just
thank you for having me.
Yeah,
I'm so excited to be here. I can't wait to see what your podcast is going to be.
Listen,
literally biggest podcast in UG period.
But yeah, thank you so much for sharing your honest story today.
No problem.
To all our listeners, if you have any questions. Oh wait, before we end this, where can people find you?
You can find Sajoki on TikTok at Sajoki Beauty. That's beauty with an E, not a Y. On TikTok, on Instagram, on Pinterest, we're not on X, but also sajokibeauty.com. That's where you can find everything Sajoki.
Okay, you guys have had, I don't know what you're waiting for to make your hair grow like Rapunzel. But hurry, very fast. Run, don't walk. But yeah, if you have any questions that you'd like to pass on to Sanyu, you are welcome to comment on the podcast. And yeah, I guess if you guys over engage, you have her back, answer your questions. But in the meantime, thank you so much for listening to us today. Thank you so much, Sanyu, for being our first guest. And honestly, I love it so much. For all those who are interested to be a guest as well, please fill in the Google form and I'll get in touch with you as soon as possible. This has been the first episode, and I hope you've been able to learn something. Okay, bye guys. Bye.